Doc Tony is back, and today we're talking about ways you can take care of your spine. And it's something that I feel like a lot of people overlook.
Absolutely. Well, think of it this way. People practice dental hygiene. They've been doing it their whole life. So they do that to prevent their teeth from rotting, from decaying. And if you didn't practice good dental hygiene, you wouldn't be surprised if you woke up one day, oh, when you had pain, you would understand that. And it's the same thing with your spine. You have 32 teeth. You have 26 vertebrae that make up your spine. If you don't practice good spinal hygiene on a daily basis, you too are prone to neck pain, back pain. So what is good spinal hygiene? Number one is you want to always make sure you're having good posture. A lot of people can see and relate to people where you see that little hump that builds on the back of people's necks right here. Well, they're getting that because they have too forward, their head's a little bit forward.
They're always on a device. You can see here in the diagram, you know, what we're doing.
Right,
Yeah.
so the gentleman sitting at the computer, you see him showing him good posture, biomechanics with lifting, sleeping in the proper position. These are all important things, and you do it every day. So by ensuring to yourself that you have good posture, both when you're sitting, when you're driving in your car, when you're working, that you bend your knees when you pick things up, that you're sleeping in the right position. That's important. A lot of people want to sleep with their head face down. This is showing a gentleman lifting, picking up, and there's a perfect example.
This is the one I think we're all guilty of.
Right. You want your spine in a neutral position. If you're sleeping on a bed that's too big, if you don't have a pillow in between your knees, then it's twisting your spine a different way. If I told anybody to sit there and look and turn their head for just 10 minutes, by the time you came out of that, you'd be like, ah. Yeah. And that's why people often wake up in the morning like, oh, I get up in the morning, I can't move my head, I got this numbness and tingling going into my arm. It's because you're not sleeping in a proper position. So just like somebody can develop tooth decay, you can develop spinal decay in the same way. Your ligaments, your soft tissue, they get weak, they get overstretched. Muscles in the front become contracted, muscles in the back become lengthened and weakened. And this leads to improper biomechanics. Anytime you alter the mechanics of how something functions, you're gonna have a problem. A good example is your tires. If you keep your car in proper alignment, your tires last for 100,000 miles. Right. If you don't, they wear out prematurely. Now you can have a spine that you get a neck pain or back pain from just a slow progressive condition, and the same thing with your teeth. You can have teeth that become rotten or decayed from a slow progressively from not taking care of it, or you can have a tooth that becomes knocked out from a trauma, and the same thing with your back. You can hurt your back from a trauma too, from a car accident where you develop neck and back pain, but they happen from different processes. One happens slowly and progressively due to your lifestyle, same with the teeth, same with the back, and the other happen from a trauma.
Now, when should people contact someone like yourself? Because obviously the spine is super complex, and just from living day-to-day activities, you could be having some of these problems. Maybe you're sleeping, like you said, you wake up and your arms are sore because the pain is radiating. Obviously, a lot's going through the spinal column.
Right. So you have nerves that exit between each and every one of these vertebral bodies. And the holes are meant to be a certain size. So in time, if those holes start to become smaller, that's when people start to get symptoms of numbness and tingling into arms or sciatica down their leg. This stuff is preventable, people. By having proper posture, sleeping in the right position, stretching, strengthening. Health is not given to you. You have to earn it. So if you're someone who suffers from these problems, it benefits to go see a health professional. I recommend seeing chiropractors because chiropractors specialize in aligning the spine. If you did to your car what you do to your body, you'd have to take your car and get it aligned. And it doesn't matter what you do to a car. If it's out of alignment, you can go wash the tires, you can scrub things. It's not going to matter till you align the car. It's not going to drive straight.
And then the other thing too, your approach, really, it's not surgery, it's not using medication. You're trying to figure out, they call it the homeopathic way, right?
Right.
To treat with what you already have and to make sure that people actually have the right foundation so they can go on with life.
Absolutely. Well, you look at when somebody takes, for example, a pain medication or gets an injection into their neck or back. That would be equal to if your oil light came on in your car. You went into the gas station and the guy said, yeah, take a walk over there for a second, buddy. Boom, and he just took out the fuse that made the light come up.
So they're just masking the problem.
And you're driving on the road, you're gonna blow your car up. I mean, pain is not a bad thing. It's your body's way of speaking to you. It's a body's way of saying, hey, don't put weight there, don't turn your head that way. But we've come into a society where, you know, we shouldn't feel anything. But feeling pain is not a bad thing.
It's your body telling you how to do it. I wanna leave everybody your information so they can contact you. The number is 1-800-DOC-TONY, or you could go online, doctony.org to learn more. Thanks again, too, for all of this insight, because it really is important.
Absolutely, and I want to remind people real quick, if you're involved in a car accident, you have 14 days to see a doctor. Do not procrastinate. You have a car accident, call within 14 days. I appreciate your time. Jacksonville, have a blessed day.
Hey, thanks again. Appreciate it.
Okay, thank you.
Right now, we're going to send it over to Rance.